Well, hello, you're welcome to the Irish Independent. I'm joined by Dan McDonnell. Far away from where I am here at Tolka Park. Dan, you took in Shamrock Rovers' big win against Santa Clara. I was obviously here as Shell saw off Linfield 3-1 in the first leg. And I suppose, bigger picture, it's two massive results for the two Irish clubs, hoping to make the Conference League phase. And hopefully in 7 days' time, we're talking about both of them possibly getting over the line.
Yeah, it's remarkable stuff, all right, Sean. I think a bit of experience from euphoric sort of first leg results has to act as the calming function here, because there's a lot of talk as Queen is playing. It's a kind of magic very loudly in the background here. No, not actually Queen themselves, to be clear, because that would be a bigger story than two Irish clubs winning. But yeah, I think you get excited after first leg results. Shamrock Rovers and Molde, Shelbourne and Rijeka. I mean, there are a couple of examples there, but Shamrock Rovers have put themselves in an outstanding position. I want to hear about your game because it sounded absolutely crazy, but just to talk about what happened here, it was just a really mature display by Rovers. I think that's the impressive thing about it. It's not chaotic. It's quite calm. They've been here before. I think this is Stephen Bradley's 29th away European tie as a Rovers manager. So a lot of these group are probably upwards of 20 or so. I mean, Pico Lopez, who's been interviewed on Portuguese TV here, I see his 50th European appearance for Rovers. So look, there's a lot of things they've seen, and I think they got into this game. And yes, you are playing a team that's from the 7th best league in Europe, from probably a different level in a lot of ways. But it's a football game, and the game starts, and you realise, okay, the way these guys play, they're waiting for the counter. That's fine, but they're going to let Rovers have plenty of the ball, which they did. And Rovers are a good team in that scenario. They can see the bad goal, no doubt about that. You see what Santa Clara can do when they switch the play quickly and score. And Rovers just stay calm. I thought Dylan Watts was so good, back to his European best from last year. Matt Healy's been excellent. Darren Nugent did a lot of the ugly work, I guess, running around, but Mandrew so effective between the lines. He got a goal. Danny Grant for the equaliser. But yeah, I mean, it's there for them now to play a team who aren't going to, I think, come out and suddenly grab the game next week like Rijeka and take control of it. They're not that type of side. So Rovers have something precious to hold on to now.
Sound like a massive win there in Santa Clara. I suppose here, where do I start? Absolutely remarkable game. I suppose on the scoreline, if you just read the scoreline 3-1, you think, okay, possibly comfortable enough, but it was far from comfortable for Shells. It was really one of those nights decided on big moments, and you were thinking first half it just wasn't going Mipo Odebeko's way. He was kind of struggling, gets his chance with the penalty, blazes over the bar, seemed to slip in the run up, and you're thinking, oh, okay, will that give Linfield the lift? Just 3 or 4 minutes later, Shells get a second penalty. Harry Wood taking the ball this time, sticking in the back of the net. Mipo making amends after the break, getting his goal, and Shells 2-0 up, kind of cruising. But I suppose that lead only lasted a couple of minutes. Kieran Offord unmarked at the back post, and then I suppose the real big moment of the game, Offord's penalty 10 minutes later, massive save by Spiel. He's only been at the club a matter of weeks, but I suppose he if Shells get the job done next week, a lot of Shells fans remember him for that save. But it really felt like that moment was the massive moment in the game. Of course, Caffrey gets the third late on. So I suppose on the scoreline, you think, comfortable enough, but it was far from straightforward for Shelbourne.
Yeah, I'm seeing the goals go in and the updates and stuff, but what I don't know is, did Shells play well?
They did. They took their chances when they came. And I suppose when it comes to a game like this, no one... I suppose it's that thing, do you take the performance over the result? And when it comes to a playoff game, obviously it's the result. So they started really fast, started on the front foot. Linfield kind of grew into it then. Obviously, so much happened in this game. I'm totally forgetting to mention the red card.
The whole match, yeah, it's
the red card.
I feel like we'll be here all night if you go through
it's one of those nights where you just want to get the scoreline right, and the rest takes care of itself. But I suppose
will they do it? I mean, that's the.
Will they do it next week?
Yeah.
I think so. We know that last clash 5 weeks ago was such a roller coaster game, but they're not going up there with a 1-goal lead. They're going up with a 2-goal lead, and it was absolutely massive. I think they managed the moments well. As with the back three, Mark Coyle, Paddy Barrett. I know Sam Bone came off, but they kind of dealt with everything that came their way for the most part. They rode their luck once or twice, obviously, with the penalty, but I think I saw enough on that display to be confident that, like, they have to, like, surely they have to.
Yeah, I mean, they nearly gave away a 2-goal lead against 10 men. I mean, that's what I'm thinking when I hear about the penalty miss. So I still think there's a little question mark there, but maybe that's their open one. But look, I know we have to go and speak to the various managers here, and I think the Shamrock Rovers flight's been delayed home tomorrow potentially. There's 125 or so fans here who probably they won't be complaining too much now about not having to get up early in the morning.
Big result.
There could be 6 more European trips for Irish clubs this year potentially, which is a mad conversation to be having, but work to do still.
Wait and see how things are in 7 days' time, Dan. For now, thanks for that. Safe trip home, and you can follow all the latest League of Ireland in Europe reaction with the Irish Independent after 2 massive results for Shelbourne and Shamrock Rovers.